Good morning from Fast Company. Here's our daily look into what's driving today's creative business leaders. Gen Z came of age in an environment that previous generations couldn't have imagined when we entered the workforce. They've never known the world without the internet or cell phones. Their education and early career paths were disrupted by a global pandemic that kept them at home, learning and working over a screen. They've been learning digital skills their entire lives. It's no wonder that their perspective on work is different than ours, and it's time for us to pay attention. With the aging U.S. workforce, we need to attract and retain Gen Z talent for our companies to thrive, and this means a focus on skills-first hiring. Gen Z wants employers to value the skills they bring, not whether they have a college degree. This makes sense given the impacts of the pandemic on many college careers and the rising costs of higher education. They also want employers to invest in their growth through mentorship, training, and upskilling programs to keep pace in a rapidly changing world. Whether through hands-on projects, portfolio work, or certifications, Gen Z wants clear pathways to prove themselves, and it is on us to find a new way of hiring that benefits us all. Change the way you think about qualifications. Moving to a skills-first hiring model requires a major cultural shift, but one that unlocks productivity, creativity, and innovation. Indeed's research shows hiring managers who embrace this approach find it twice as easy to find qualified candidates. With 52% of U.S. job postings now dropping formal education requirements, the shift is already underway. By removing these barriers that screen out over 70 million skilled workers, companies can tap into a vastly larger talent pool. And I can tell you firsthand, it works. Young workers today are unapologetically rejecting the system that once held people like me back. I started my career during the 1990s dot-com boom and landed a well-paying job in operations without a college degree. When the bubble burst, I found myself shut out of the job market, not because I lacked skills or experience, but because my resume did not check the college graduate box. I went from making $90,000 a year to $11.75 an hour, forcing me to rebuild my career. That experience shaped my belief in hiring for skills and potential, not academic credentials. Degree requirements continue to serve as a gatekeeper, even though more than 62% of U.S. adults don't have one, excluding highly qualified candidates from even being considered. Remember, for a multitude of reasons, not everyone has the ability to go to college. Talent is universal, but opportunity is not. Strict education requirements for new hires created a workforce that is less innovative, inclusive, and responsive to change. This slows down a company's ability to adapt to an evolving economy. If you want to keep Gen Z, you have to invest in their skills. They expect opportunities to learn, evolve, and move up. And if they don't see a clear path forward, they won't stick around. Redesign job descriptions to focus on skills, not degrees. Remove degree requirements where possible and instead list essential skills and competencies. For example, if you're hiring a social media manager, why require a marketing degree when there are Gen Z creators who have built viral brands from scratch? Elevate candidates based on real-world experience. Build career progression paths that value ability over tenure. Career progression should depend on ability, not tenure. Gen Z employees are motivated by growth opportunities and expect clear, merit-based career paths. Too often, companies prioritize years of experience over proven contributions, which can stall promising talent and push Gen Z workers to seek opportunities elsewhere. Instead, organizations should create structured job flexibility advancement paths that recognize impact and leadership potential early. Create assessment methods that effectively evaluate soft and hard skills. Resumes often fail to capture a candidate's true capabilities, which is particularly relevant for Gen Z. This generation has developed many skills through non-traditional pathways like self-directed learning, online certifications, and gig work. Consider implementing practical skills assessments, portfolio reviews, and behavioral interviews to evaluate problem-solving, creativity, and adaptability. Real-world skills assessments ensure hiring decisions are based on actual competencies, making it easier to identify high-potential Gen Z candidates who may not fit traditional hiring molds. Hire for the future, not the past. Gen Z expects a smarter, fairer approach to hiring, one that values what they bring to the table. Companies that get this will thrive. Those that don't, they'll watch top talent walk away. Focusing on skills over degrees and clear career progression paths creates more engaged employees, better cultures, and stronger business outcomes. When I first lost my job, I had the skills to help any company grow and thrive, but I wasn't given the chance. Now I am in a place where I can give that chance to others, and I do not take it lightly. We can build a future where talent speaks louder than degrees. My final thoughts: embrace a skills-first, inclusive approach or risk losing the next generation of top talent. It's not a trend, it's the future. That's all today from Fast Company. Talk to you tomorrow.
SpokenLayer.